that guy?
How's it going, everybody? It's Warren, and right now everybody is talking about the Black Widow special look that we got the other day during the College National Championship. Specifically, everybody is freaking out about Taskmaster. The big question right now is, who is Taskmaster? A lot of people are thinking that Taskmaster's figure looks a little bit like a female's figure. So the theories begin. Could it be Black Widow's sister, Yelena Belova, or could it even be Milena Vostokov? Heck, it could even be Tony Stark himself.
All right, just get over here.
No, it's not. Ignore that. But there was a big leak and theory that was presented yesterday of who Taskmaster could be, and it makes a lot of sense. The supposed leak and big theory right now is that Angelina Jolie's eternal character, Thena, is Taskmaster. Now, before you brush this theory off, you can actually argue a pretty good case that she is in fact Taskmaster. And it actually lines up with something that Kevin Feige has recently said in an interview about the Eternals, and it fits into the Infinity Saga involving multiple Avengers pretty well. So in this video, I'll talk about every single reason that this theory makes sense, who Taskmaster is, and then at the end of the video, you can decide for yourself on if you actually think that Thena is Taskmaster. Be sure to subscribe with notifications turned on so you can enter my giveaway for a chance to win an Xbox One or a PS4. I'm picking a winner at 550,000 subscribers. Now, this leak and now theory all started last night from a Twitter account called Smart Tom. Smart Tom has posted some leaks in the past and has gotten a lot of attention and is now really getting attention with the latest leak that he posted. And last night, Smart Tom posted a tweet that said, "Potentially huge spoilers. After the Black Widow movie trailer dropped, everyone is trying to figure out who is under the Taskmaster mask. Well, my ears heard it is in fact one of the Eternals, who has been watching the Avengers since Nat dumped S.H.I.E.L.D.'s files to the web." He then goes on to say, "It's very possible Angelina Jolie's Thena is actually Taskmaster."
Who the hell is that guy?
Now, there is no way of telling if this leak is actually legitimate, but despite what Smart Tom says, there are at least 5 legitimate reasons that this theory could be true. So for reason number 1 about why this theory actually makes sense, let's talk about what Kevin Feige said about the Eternals. In a recent interview, Kevin Feige, the president of Marvel Studios, said that the Eternals have been in hiding. They've been in hiding on the Earth, and they know who the Avengers are, but the Avengers do not know who they are. So clearly, the Eternals, whose main purpose is to protect the Earth and the humans on it, have been watching the Avengers. And one of the main things about Taskmaster that we finally saw in this special look is that Taskmaster has the ability to observe and then mimic the exact fighting and combat style of whoever he's fighting. But in the special look, he actually mimics more than one character. Obviously, he mimics Black Widow in the final scene of the trailer where they're both on the floor and then they push themselves up. But if you look at the times that you see him in the trailer, he actually mimics other people such as Captain America when he's holding the shield. He then throws the shield and looks just like Captain America as well. And then in the first trailer that we got, he had a bow and he looked exactly like Hawkeye. In fact, many people have theorized that he is Hawkeye. However, at this point in time, Hawkeye is on house arrest and he's with his family, so that disproves the theory. Then in one scene where he's flipping over Natasha while holding the shield, it kind of looks like Spider-Man and it also kind of looks like Black Panther. In another scene where he comes down and attacks Black Widow with his sword, it kind of looks like Thor flying through the air with his hammer. So it looks like Taskmaster is copying some of the other Avengers' fighting styles. That means that whoever Taskmaster is would have had to monitor the Avengers. He would have had to seen these fighting styles in action in order to analyze them and copy them. And as we learned from Kevin Feige, the Eternals know of the Avengers and they have been watching them. Another reason that this could be Thena is because there's been so much secrecy around who Taskmaster is. We literally have tons of leaked photos from the set of Black Widow. We have leaked photos of pretty much everybody. Leaked photos of Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow, Florence Pugh, even Thunderbolt Ross. But we have 0 of Taskmaster without the helmet on. This is being kept a huge secret and is kind of a priority for Marvel Studios right now. But why? Why is it such a big reveal? Well, it could be because that's actually Angelina Jolie behind the mask. But another thing to look at is how exactly does Taskmaster fit into the story of Black Widow? At this point in time, it's looking like he's not really the main villain of the film. In fact, there are many different plot leaks that say Melina Vostokov is the main villain. They say that she is the one that's actually trying to keep the Black Widow program going while Yelena Belova and Black Widow try to take it down. So if this is true, then Taskmaster is kind of a side story to the movie. And the big question is, if Taskmaster really is Angelina Jolie's eternal character Thena, does it fit into the story of Black Widow? Yes, it does. Once again, as Kevin Feige said, the Eternals know who the Avengers are. And the biggest question to debunk this theory is that if the Eternals know who the Avengers are, why would Thena attack Black Widow? But this question can easily be answered in a way that makes perfect sense. The Avengers were involved in every event that almost resulted in the world being destroyed, and again, it's the Eternals' job to protect the world. So Black Widow was involved in the Battle of New York in the first Avengers film, where Loki came with Thanos' army and the world was almost taken over. And then in Captain America Winter Soldier, she dumped all of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s files on the internet for everybody to see and instantly became on the world's radar, and then consequently, the Eternals' radar. If the Eternals were monitoring the future threats of the Earth and they knew who the Avengers are, then Black Widow definitely got on their radar then. Then in Age of Ultron, the Avengers created Ultron, who almost destroyed the Earth. Technically it was just Tony and Bruce, but on the outside, the Avengers created Ultron. And then in Captain America Civil War, right before the events of the Black Widow film take place, she helped Bucky escape, who at that time the world believed had just bombed the United Nations and killed the King of Wakanda. Now, if you're an Eternal and your job is to protect the Earth and you're looking from the outside in, it could very well look like Black Widow is an enemy. And not to mention, in the Black Widow movie, she's going to be on the run as a felon. Now, one thing to know about Thena, out of all the Eternals, she is a warrior. She's a very strong and a very skilled killer. So if somebody was going to go after Black Widow, it would probably be her. Now, the Eternals are practically gods. They're essentially immortal beings with superhuman strength and abilities. So if she really did go after Black Widow, it probably wouldn't be much of a fight. Unless she's actually not sure if Black Widow is indeed bad. Again, on the outside, it doesn't really look too good for Black Widow. She was a trained assassin who has killed many different people throughout her life. She was involved in all of the main events that almost resulted in the world being destroyed, and now she's a wanted felon throughout the whole entire world. It looks really bad for her, but an Eternal is a very, very intellectual being. All of the Eternals are geniuses, so Thena would probably be aware that Black Widow could very well be good. And in all of these events, with the exception of her being a trained assassin, she was simply trying to protect the Earth. So this could be a test for Black Widow. And ultimately, Thena will go on to realize that Black Widow isn't actually a threat to the Earth, but is a hero. And this falls into a few different plot leaks that actually say Taskmaster is going to die in the film. Now, although Marvel does have a tendency to kill off some of their best villains, perhaps Taskmaster doesn't actually die. If it is Thena all along and she ultimately discovers that through Black Widow trying to take down the Black Widow program and save the lives of many different women, that Natasha Romanov is in fact a good person, then she might fake her death. Her job would be done. Her job would have been to take out Black Widow if she was indeed a threat to the world. But upon finding out that she's not, simply fakes her death, and then Taskmaster goes away and she goes about her business. So there are many different ways that they could actually work Thena, being Taskmaster, into the Black Widow story and into the story of the MCU. But would Kevin Feige and Marvel Studios actually do this? And the answer to that is absolutely. The Eternals is going to be a really big movie for Marvel Studios. Marvel Studios has a lot riding on this movie, and it's actually kind of a risk for them. However, not many people really know who the Eternals are or have any idea of what they're about. And that's why Kevin Feige has absolutely star-studded the cast. But there still needs to be more hype for the movie, and what better way to have more hype for the movie than to introduce Thena as Taskmaster in the first movie of Phase 4. This would definitely make people who are not interested in seeing the Eternals want to go see the movie. They would want to know what they're all about, and it would definitely help. So there are many different reasons on how this could work and why Marvel Studios would do this. But having said that, is Taskmaster actually Thena? Despite all the logic and reasoning, she's most likely not. I would love it if she was. I think it would be an insanely good idea, but despite all of that logic and reasoning, I still don't think it's going to happen. However, with Marvel Studios, as we all know, anything is possible. So I want you to let me know what you think about this theory. List your reasons on why this theory could be true and why this theory may not be true in the comments down below. If you think that Taskmaster really is Thena, let me know why, and if you don't think it's Thena, let me know who you think Taskmaster actually is. So leave all your thoughts and theories in the comments down below, and also don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel to stay up to date on all things related to the MCU, including theories, and so you can enter my giveaway for a chance to win an Xbox One or a PS4. I'm picking a winner at 550,000 subscribers. And as always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.